This is Italian football lover channel, my friends. Today I want to make predictions. Match day, 12 games of Bundesliga. You can subscribe to my channel, watch my videos, and please click on the like button. Thank you so much. Let's start from the Mönchengladbach Leipzig game. Gladbach got 3 back-to-back victories. They won versus 3-1 Köln at home. They won against 4-0 St. Pauli in away game. And they won against 3-0 Heidenheim in last away game. Last season Gladbach won against Leipzig 1-0 at home. Leipzig is playing better at home. Leipzig team won versus 2-0 Bremen at home. They won against 3-1 Stuttgart at home. But Leipzig lost against 3-1 Hoffenheim in last away game. Before they won versus 6-0 Augsburg in away game. My dear friends, this game is going to be so challenging match. I see that Leipzig is seeming little bit closer to victory than Mönchengladbach. But Mönchengladbach is so dangerous as of lately, and when we consider that they are going to be at home, my prediction is going to be draw for that game, draw. Mönchengladbach won, Leipzig won. And another game, Union Berlin, Heidenheim. Union Berlin is going to be at home. Berlin is playing better at home, but they stayed draw against Freiburg, 0-0 at home. They remained draw against 2-2 Bayern Munich in last match at home. This Union Berlin team, my dear friends, won versus St. Pauli 1-0 in last away game. Last season Heidenheim won against Union Berlin 3-0 in away game, but Heidenheim is at the bottom of the point table. They are in so poor situation. They stayed draw against 1-1 Frankfurt at home, but they lost against 3-0 Gladbach in last match at home. Heidenheim lost against 6-0 Leverkusen in last away game. Before they lost against Hoffenheim 3-1 in away game. Union Berlin is stronger and better team than Heidenheim. They will make the advantage of playing at home. They will win over against Heidenheim. Union Berlin 2, Heidenheim 0 is my prediction for this game. Another game, Bayern Munich St. Pauli. Bayern Munich is third to last on the point table. They are in so hard relegation struggle, my dear friends. St. Pauli team, they got back-to-back defeats. They lost against 2-0 Frankfurt in away game. They lost against 2-1 Freiburg in last away game. Again, they lost against 4-0 Gladbach at home. They lost against 1-0 Union Berlin in last match at home. Bayern Munich is at the top position. They are the strongest team of Bundesliga by far. They won versus 6-2 Freiburg in last match at home. They won against 3-0 Leverkusen at home, but they stayed draw against 2-2 Union Berlin in last away game. Last season Bayern Munich won versus St. Pauli 3-2 at home. One more time, I want to take a chance to Bayern Munich. They will get comfortable victory against St. Pauli. Bayern Munich 4, St. Pauli 1 is my prediction for this game. Werder Bremen, Köln. Werder Bremen is playing better at home. They won versus 2-1 Wolfsburg at home. They won against 1-0 Union Berlin at home. But Bremen lost against 2-0 Leipzig in last away game. Köln is showing us mediocre performances, but they lost against 4-3 Frankfurt in last match at home. Before this Köln team, my dear friends, won against 4-1 Hamburg at home. But Köln team lost against 1-0 Borussia Dortmund in away game. They lost against 3-1 Mönchengladbach in last away game. And this is going to be so hard clash. In the last game, Bremen won against Köln 2-1 at home. Bremen is seeming a little bit closer to victory. This is my opinion. But I feel in that way, this game will end up in draw. Werder Bremen 1, Köln 1. And another game, Hoffenheim, Augsburg. Hoffenheim got back-to-back victories, but just they stayed draw against 1-1 Mainz in last away game. Hoffenheim won versus 3-1 Leipzig and Heidenheim in the recent 2 games at home. Before Hoffenheim won versus 3-2 Wolfsburg in away game. This Augsburg team is in so poor situation. They are close to relegation zone, but they won versus Hamburg 1-0 in last match at home. Before they lost against 1-0 Borussia Dortmund at home. Augsburg team stayed draw against Köln 1-1 in away game before, my dear friends. This is in the last game, in the last Hoffenheim Augsburg game ended up in 1-1 draw, as I remember. But this time with home advantage, Hoffenheim is closer to victory. I want to take a chance to Hoffenheim for victory. Hoffenheim 3, Augsburg 1 is my prediction for this game. And Leverkusen, Borussia Dortmund, Leverkusen is going to be at home, and this Leverkusen team is on the 3rd spot, and Borussia Dortmund is on the 4th spot. Leverkusen is just 1 point ahead of Borussia Dortmund. Dortmund stayed draw against Stuttgart 3-3 in last match at home. Before they won versus 1-0 Köln at home. Dortmund stayed draw against Hamburg 1-1 in last away game. Before they won versus Augsburg 1-0 in away game. Leverkusen team won against 2-0 Freiburg at home. And at the same time, Leverkusen won against 3-1 Wolfsburg in last away game. But Leverkusen lost against 3-0 Bayern Munich in away game, my dear friends. This is going to be so hard clash. Last season Dortmund won versus Leverkusen 4-2 in away game. I see that Leverkusen is seeming a little bit closer to victory than Dortmund with home advantage. But Dortmund is so dangerous team nevertheless. Because of that, draw is going to be my prediction draw. Leverkusen 2, Borussia Dortmund 2. And another game, Hamburg, Stuttgart. Off. Hamburg is going to be at home. And Hamburg is going on so bad this season. Hamburg team lost against 1-0 Wolfsburg at home. But they stayed draw against Dortmund 1-1 in last match at home. Hamburg lost against Köln 4-1 in away game, my dear friends. And this Stuttgart team won against 2-1 Mainz at home. They won against 3-2 Augsburg at home. Stuttgart stayed draw against Dortmund 3-3 in last away game. Stuttgart is showing us so good performances. They are on the 5th spot. They are stronger and better team than Hamburg. Under these circumstances, I want to take a chance to Stuttgart for victory. Hamburg 1, Stuttgart 3 is my prediction for this game. Another game, Frankfurt, Wolfsburg. Off. Frankfurt is going to be at home. They won versus Mainz 1-0 in last match at home. Before they won against 2-0 St. Pauli at home. But my dear friends, this Frankfurt team won versus Köln 4-3 in last away game. They got back-to-back victories. Wolfsburg is in so poor situation. They won versus 1-0 Hamburg in away game, but they lost against Werder Bremen 2-1 in last away game. Wolfsburg lost against 3-2 Hoffenheim at home. They lost against 3-1 Leverkusen in last match at home, my dear friends. Frankfurt is a better team than Wolfsburg, but as I remember, last game ended up in 1-1 draw between of these two teams. But nevertheless, maybe draw is possible. So hard clash is awaiting us, but just by 1 goal margin, I want to take a chance to Frankfurt for victory. Frankfurt 2, Wolfsburg 1 is my prediction for this game. Freiburg Mainz, this is the last match of the week. Mainz is second to last on the point table. They are in so hard relegation struggle. And Mainz team stayed draw against Hoffenheim and Werder Bremen 1-1 draw in the recent 2 games at home. Mainz team, my dear friends, is in so poor situation this season. And at the same time, this Freiburg team is going to be at home. Freiburg is showing us mediocre performances this season. But they won versus 2-1 St. Pauli in last match at home. Before Freiburg stayed draw against Frankfurt 2-2 at home. Freiburg team stayed draw against Union Berlin 0-0 in away game. But Freiburg lost against 6-2 Bayern Munich in last away game, my dear friends. Again, this is going to be so hard clash. Last season Freiburg Mainz game ended up in 0-0 draw. But just by 1 goal margin, I want to take a chance to Freiburg for victory with home advantage. Freiburg 2, Mainz 1 is my prediction for this game. All my predictions like this for match day 12 games of Bundesliga. You can subscribe to my channel, watch my videos, and please click on the like button. That makes me so glad. See you on my next videos, my dear friends. Bye!